It's truly a privilege to have you all here, and as I came into the room this evening, it reminded me of the last time I attended a meeting of the United Nations, where literally the faces alone tell you that you're at a global gathering. And this genuinely is a global gathering. For such a small country like Ireland to host this summit is truly a privilege for us, and I want to thank the Lance Armstrong Foundation for deciding to host this summit in Dublin over these 3 days. And cancer control is something that's important for all of us. The global fight against cancer knows no boundary, and therefore we have a lot to learn from each other. And as Doug said, and he gave me some credits that I'm not worthy of, but as he said, in Ireland we've been seeking to reorganise our cancer services over the last few years. And that reorganisation has been headed and driven by one wonderful man from North America, from the other side of the border to Ambassador Rooney from Canada, Dr. Tom Keane, and I would like to acknowledge what Tom is doing for cancer in Ireland and to thank him very, very much indeed. The change that's taken place is because of his leadership. We also, of course, are very grateful for the support of the Irish Cancer Society, and they're led here this evening by their chairman, Bill McCabe, and their CEO, Joe McCormick, has already been mentioned. And another very important organisation, Europa Donna, and I know Denise is here from Europa Donna. And in mentioning the Irish organisations, it's simply to indicate that in the fight against cancer and the reorganisation of the best cancer services that we can provide for all our peoples, patients are important, patient advocacy groups are important, politicians are important, clearly the medical community is very important. And all of us have to work together and put aside the vested interest to do the right thing and the best thing we can for those that are going to have to confront cancer. And as we know, so many of our population have to confront it at some stage during their lifetime. I think the manner in which the founder of this organisation dealt with his own cancer is truly an inspiration to patients all over the world. And when I realised that the foundation has raised over $200 million over the last 12 years, since 1997, to invest in cancer awareness and cancer services, it's truly awesome. I want to end by saying that tomorrow's the day, I think, for speaking, tonight's the night for partying. I want to especially welcome here this evening a great friend of Ireland and now the Ambassador of the United States to Ireland, Ambassador Rooney, and his wife, whom I had the pleasure of meeting earlier, and I've met him on other previous occasions. Ambassador Rooney is probably better known as a supporter of a wonderful football team in the United States, but in Ireland he's very well known because he's one of the founders of the American Ireland Fund. And that organisation raised huge money to invest in cross-border projects on this island to help to bring the people of Ireland north and south together. And even though we're a small island of 5 million people, making peace is very difficult. It's a lot easier to make war. And Ambassador Rooney helped, like many others, through the American Ireland Fund to raise money for worthy projects to help to bring communities together in this island. And the peace process that we're now enjoying and the unrivaled relationship we have on the island, new for us that have lived here all our lives, in no small way owes itself to people like Ambassador Rooney. And I think you're going to have a wonderful time as the American ambassador here, and we wish you well and we congratulate you on your appointment. And I know when we heard who the new ambassador was going to be around the government table, we were really, really happy and looking forward to your appointment. And when the media were speculating in other names, we knew that the best name was Ambassador Rooney, and thank you for taking the appointment and every success with the task ahead. So ladies and gentlemen, in Ireland we like you to work hard, we also like you to play hard and enjoy yourself. You can nearly stay up all night, but that's not good, and as Minister for Health I shouldn't be suggesting it. But we hope, in addition to the wonderful dialogue and exchange of ideas and learning that will take place over these 3 days at the RDS in Ballsbridge, that you'll get an opportunity to enjoy what this country and this city has to offer. And I know many of you have never been here before. We say the world is divided into two kinds of people, those that are Irish and those that want to be Irish. We think everybody's been to Ireland, of course, but many of you are here for the first time, and I hope that it is a very happy and very pleasant experience. And on behalf of the government and my own behalf, you're truly very welcome. Thank you for coming. Have an enjoyable stay.
than 65 countries represented here, and there will be more than 500 individuals in attendance over the next 3 days. This is truly a global summit. And as we leave tonight, just think about one or two things prior to start tomorrow morning. First and foremost, think about the thousands of people all around the world who will be diagnosed with cancer tonight. In the time that we're here together celebrating the kickoff of this summit at Dublin Castle, this wonderful facility, people all over the world are hearing the words, "You have cancer." Those individuals, each and every one of them, no matter where they live, no matter the color of their skin, no matter their religion, no matter their financial means, deserves the opportunity to live and to live strong. So let's keep those individuals in our thoughts tonight. And let's also just remember that this is not a meeting. It's not a conference. It's a dialogue. And these 4 days are the start of something, not the end. This is not something where we go home and we forget and we go back to our daily work. This is the beginning of a grassroots movement where we will look back, we'll remember this evening, we'll remember the faces that were here, and we'll realize that together, working as a global society and a global community, we will change the world.